Sorry to anyone who doesn't like chewing. There's gonna be a lot of that on here. Hello and welcome back to Is It Just Us? If you're new here, hi, I'm Emily.
I'm James.
And this is a podcast where we talk about all of those things where you sometimes sit there and wonder if it's just you that thinks this way. And we are here to tell you that hopefully, no, it's not just you.
But it's still just, hopefully. We're not 100% sure. It might just be you, it might just be us, but hopefully not.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so this week, kind of following on from last week, is a bit more of a life update. But this time, we're not jet lagged, which is a huge positive.
We're just tired from life instead.
Yeah, life tiredness.
Life weariness.
Weariness.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It can be quite wearisome, life.
Yeah, but you don't generally hear people say weary that often now.
Well, I do.
You bringing it back.
Yep, why not?
But yeah, so I have to admit, a lot has been going on the last week.
We've been very busy doing things.
So busy.
But they're the annoying things, like, life sorting out things that, I don't know, like, they just seem to take a long time and a lot of effort and a lot of stress. And they're really hard to avoid because if you don't do life things, it's quite hard to do life. I feel like I should specify that we're not, like, by life things, I don't mean like breathing. Like, that's not tiring.
No.
That's fine. I'm used to that.
Pardon?
I'm used to that. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breathing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't feel like this is any improvement so far from last week. But I promise you we're not jet lagged anymore.
Turns out life tiredness is actually just as bad as jet lag.
No, I mean, I feel pretty good in myself.
Okay. That's good.
Do you?
Me too.
You sure?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, it's not too sure.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, but anyway, so I mean, where do we begin?
Where do we begin? I guess, flat hunting was our main thing.
I think that, to be honest, the main two questions we get asked on a very, very regular basis are, do you have a flat yet? And do you have a job yet? Bearing in mind, we have been here for like 10 days.
Yes, and a large number of those days were heavily jet lagged.
People ask those questions very quickly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, Sharon, but I spent
Sharon?
like those 5 days in bed with jet lag. No, I haven't got a job yet.
Where did Sharon come from? I don't know a Sharon. But yeah, so we sorted out, easy things, like getting SIM cards, all that kind of stuff. Quite quickly.
Yeah, that was like last week.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I think when we recorded it last week, we'd already done that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole flat hunting is something that no one enjoys. It's especially when you're stressed trying to find a place. At university, it was the low point of every year was having to find a flat because
I didn't really have that issue.
No, first you had a bit of not stress necessarily, but it is effort doing it.
Yeah. And
it's kind of stressful when you know that there's like several thousand, more than several thousand, 10, 20,000 other students in the city looking at the same, looking at flats as well. Which means I think here it was slightly less stressful than that in a way.
You still found it very stressful though.
I did, but that's only because I was scared that we wouldn't find anywhere to live and that we'd be homeless. Yeah, but I like to go for the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I was trying to be super duper positive, and I'm the sort of person where I'm like, positive mental attitude is a thing. Like, it's a thing. So I was being really super positive, and James would be like, I'd be like, oh, it's fine, it's okay, and James is like, it's not though, is it? Way to bring me down.
It will be okay. You don't know that.
It's like way to bring me down. I'm trying to be positive for the both of us, and you're like, no, I'm not taking the positivity. I'm going to bring you down with me.
It's yin and yang. It's balance. It's good.
Yeah, but not when it's that bad.
No, I was stressed just because I wanted somewhere to live.
Yeah, but
I wanted to get it done.
The first point of this is it's sorted.
We succeeded.
Didn't
even take very long.
No, exactly. He was having his freak out on like Sunday evening. Monday morning, we got a flat.
We actually got our favourite flat.
Yeah.
So
Favourite flat.
our favourite flat. I've lived there. Our favourite flat.
Yeah.
Which is great. And it all happened quite quickly, actually.
Yeah, and to be honest, we got accepted on 2. So we basically had a choice of which one we wanted.
Yeah, they're both fine. We just preferred one.
Yeah. The area for one of them was better than the other one.
Yeah, exactly. So. And the cost.
Yeah.
The thing I found annoying whilst we were looking was just that, we're looking for furnished apartments because we're only going to be living in an apartment for 8 months or so. So, we don't want to buy all the stuff. And we went to more than one viewing that, it was listed as furnished and then turn up and the place is empty.
Oh,
it's like, what a waste of time. Given that, I think both times it happened. But one of them, we went specifically to the area just for that one viewing. So that was a complete waste of time. The other one,
so annoying.
We were sort of just milling about, trying to fill the time between the viewing before it and that one. Trying to stretch a coffee for 2 hours is quite a challenge.
It's difficult.
And then you get there and it's unfurnished.
It's unfurnished.
Which was really annoying.
And then, thankfully, one of the other couples that was viewing that apartment, they were expecting it to be furnished as well.
Yeah, they just left straight away.
They just
it was
left.
quite funny.
We kind of we didn't just leave. We looked at it.
We did a lap in record time and then left.
We literally stuck our head in the bathroom, stuck our head into the bedroom, stuck our head into the kitchen, gone.
But this is the beauty of, I say the beauty, it's why I hate it, of looking for flats. You're going to see quite a lot of stuff that you can just straight away be like, nope, not going to happen.
Yeah.
Never, ever.
It does take time, but we did it in a week.
Yeah, and because we don't have jobs. Well, we didn't have jobs. It's we could devote all of our hours to it. So we there's one day where we had 3 that were kind of spaced out, so it took all day to do them all. But we could devote the day to it, and we went for lunch. It was great,
and it was great. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd have already seen it. Yes, I know. Selfless self-promo. I'm not even sorry.
It was the best eggs Benedict in my life.
It was so good. Best French toast ever.
Your French toast was just ridiculous.
It was so good. It was so good.
It didn't even look like French toast anymore.
No, it was just like a magical little plate of goodness. It really was.
That's one way to describe it.
It really was. It was lovely. But yeah, if you have eagle ears, you might have heard the phrase that James said of, we didn't have jobs. And that's because that's our second life update. So
we did a bit of applying. One evening, we thought we'd just try and keep positive. So we did some applying for jobs to make sure we're killing more birds with more stones. Which doesn't really work with that phrase, actually, does it?
That really doesn't work.
I think, that ruins the phrase, actually, because now it just sounds like we have a pile of rocks that we'd like to throw at birds. We actually have a lot of birds that perch on our balcony in our Airbnb, and they dive bomb. It's quite, we're reasonably high up. We're reasonably high up, and they'll come and greet us and kind of look through the window at us, and we're like, oh, hey, birds, and they just turn around and boosh, gone.
Yeah, they just step off the balcony and they disappear, and you're like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I've got faith that they flew.
They fly.
They got wings, and they're birds.
To think that they would fly away.
Yeah. I cannot remember what this diversion was about. Oh, I was killing birds with stones.
Yeah.
Point is, we don't throw stones at them, they jump off. So it's actually, we don't need stones to kill birds because they're doing it by themselves at the moment. So that's great.
They're not killing, FYI, they're not killing themselves. They're literally just they're just flying away.
Do you know
just to clarify
this. There's a thing about lemmings and jumping off cliffs.
What lemmings?
Lemmings. Do you not know what a lemming is?
What's a lemming?
It's like a small rodent. I think they're lemmings.
No clue.
Simon, fact check this. And if it's not lemming...
Insert proper name here.
Insert proper name here.
Lemmings is correct.
And there's just this thing, it's this myth that lemmings just jump off cliffs, and it's used like it's a phrase that people use. But I can't remember where I saw it. It was on TV somewhere, and there's this video of lemmings jumping off a cliff, and apparently it's really dark. Apparently, to get the footage, one of the cameramen chased them all off the cliff, and the other one filmed it. Which is just awful. And it's not even a thing. Lemmings don't jump off cliffs. So once they realised that, they chased them. Or something.
Where the heck is this going?
I don't know. It's just one of the things I don't know.
That's really dark.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm not really okay with that. Anyway, moving on. Back to the story.
I'm not advocating chasing lemmings off cliffs. I'm actually, I'm trying to raise awareness, really. to make sure that no one else does it. Because it's bad.
Okay, anyway, maybe back to the point.
I really can't remember what it was.
Job search.
Yeah. So we just had a little apply. And one of mine just got back to me really quickly. Like, we're talking applied Thursday, or Friday. It's not like I heard it back on Friday and then it was the weekend. But yeah, Monday, had a call, went in for an interview on Wednesday, got it. So
yeah, so one of us is sorted.
Yeah, it's miraculous that it was that quick, to be honest. It's that's really quite a quick turnaround.
That's a very quick turnaround.
And I start next week, which is great.
Yeah, it is.
Start earning some money.
At least one of us will be.
Yeah.
Because Emily's still searching.
But, when we land in our new place, it'll be, be quite easy to wander around doing CV drops.
Yeah. Hopefully this time next week there might be another update.
Yeah. At least an interview.
At least it's something. Something would be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. So another thing we thought that we might do this episode. Obviously, we're in Australia.
That's very observant of you.
Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, we're in Australia and we thought, why not do a taste test between Marmite and Vegemite?
Because we have a jar of Marmite, because your mum kindly gifted a jar into your suitcase. So
Thank you, Mama.
So, I mean, we actually have been using it every day so far.
Every day. I don't know what I'm going to do when it runs out.
Well, if the taste test goes well, you might end up liking Vegemite.
I won't like going off smell alone.
Okay, I think that's possibly being a little bit mean, but we will...
Is it though?
Well, let's go ahead. Let's begin the taste test. Let's go and crack open the jars and make some toast and start dipping.
Okay, so we have both pots here. Like, we haven't made the toast yet. We're going to go and do that in a second because, let's be real, no one wants really cold toast. It's no good for anybody. So we're going to make that in a second. But we've got a jar of Marmite and we've got a jar of Vegemite.
So I feel like the Marmite needs no introduction. You love it or you hate it, but really you should love it because it's great. Well, you used to claim that you were unique and you were indifferent to Marmite.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to like it, but I wasn't like a lover or hate it. I just didn't mind it.
I'm a big fan. We all know what it smells like. It smells like Marmite. That's the only way you can describe it. Marmite is itself. It is.
Vegemite just smells different.
Do you want to trade? Because I've got the Marmite here. Right, we've now switched. I'm on the Vegemite.
See, I prefer the smell of Marmite.
Yeah,
it smells a bit nicer.
Vegemite's a bit earthy.
Yeah.
It smells a bit damp.
I know what you mean.
It's like Marmite infused with damp dog.
I mean, we do know what damp dog smells like because we both have dogs.
Yeah.
But if you haven't listened to the episode, go give it a listen.
I'm just not necessarily convinced.
No, I mean, like, one thing I did notice earlier. Do you want to stick the lid back on so we don't spill it all over the white bed?
It's quite sticky as well.
Yeah, nice. It's like, in the ingredients, obviously they're both yeast extract. That's kind of the whole point of them. I feel like some people are really going to find this really interesting and some people are like...
Some people turned off already, don't worry.
Some people are really
The people who find it interesting and the only ones still listening, don't worry about that.
It's like, Marmite has vegetable juice concentrate, whereas Vegemite doesn't. And I think that's quite a big... I think that's quite a determinator of the smell.
Marmite just smells like it's got more pizzazz. It does. It smells like, I don't know, like spicy.
I mean, it's just like... How do you describe Marmite? It's like...
Exciting.
Because, like, I do get what you mean by it. Like, Marmite's a bit spicy, but obviously there's no spice in it. It's just...
Yeah, Vegemite,
more like
Vegemite
Marmite
is just flat and damp, but I guess we'll put it to the taste.
I won't lie, like, I think we all know how this is going to go.
Yeah, well, it's been pretty negative for Vegemite so far, so...
Sorry, Australia.
But let's do this properly, you know? I don't know about you, but I'm going to do a pure taste test, you know? Let's go dip a little bit of fork in it or something just to...
I mean, I wouldn't do that for Marmite.
You want to get the full intensity to... Yeah, I'll do it with toast as well, but we'll see what happens.
I won't be joining you with that one.
That's fine. You don't have to. I'm a slave to the cause. It's fine.
A slave to the cause. Nice. I have to admit, like, I think we need to, like, ration how much Marmite we have because there's not much left.
Mate, we're just going to eat it and that'll be that. Okay, should we get on? Because now we're just talking about Marmite.
Yeah, okay.
And our eating habits.
We'll go make toast. Okay, we're back. Obviously, for you, it's literally been, like...
A bing.
Half a second. But... Okay, from the off, some notable differences, right? So Vegemite is darker than Marmite, and it's thicker. Like, you know, with Marmite, like, you kind of, like James is kind of doing it at the moment with a spoon. Like, you have to sort of wrap it round the knife because it's
You have to twirl.
Yeah, because it's a bit drippy.
Yes.
Vegemite, you don't do that. It's literally, like, thick.
How do you find the spreading experience?
I mean, I think spreading the Vegemite was a bit easier because it was
Okay.
a bit thicker. But it's just, at the moment, it's mainly the smell that I'm struggling
So
with.
I have here on a spoon some pure Marmite, which I'm just going to...
For our listeners who don't know what Marmite's like.
It's delightful.
I mean, you might think so. Some of our listeners from the UK are probably like, no.
Marmite tastes like Marmite. There's no other way of putting it. Just wake up your taste buds on the jar. Yeah, you know what? They're awake. It's great.
They're awake.
It tastes like it smells. We've covered that. Vegemite, here we go. Yeah, okay, it's dark. It's a bit earthy. Oh, God, yeah, it scoops out really.
Yeah, it's really thick.
So you get Marmite, take away the kind of spiciness.
Like
and just
the pizzazz.
And just add earthiness. And it just... Yeah, it just tastes a lot earthier, really.
I won't lie, like, I'm not sure I'm looking forward to this.
No. What should we start with?
Shall we start with Marmite? Because we
Yeah,
know where we stand with Marmite. Okay. It's great.
It is great. And the bread balances out that, spiciness.
I love it when, like, the butter and the Marmite mix together. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, yeah. It's good.
Oh, I'm going to go in for some Vegemite.
Oh, okay, you're going.
Much better on toast.
So much better on toast.
It's not rivaling Marmite. Marmite still stands out more. But
Yeah,
I
because
can...
it's got the more, like, pizzazziness.
Do you know what? I'm at a point now. I get it.
I actually don't mind it on toast.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually could eat this normally.
I could. On toast, that is a viable Marmite substitute. It's not
It's not the
as
same.
good.
No. It's not I wouldn't say it's an equivalent.
No, but it's a substitute.
It is a substitute.
Which is great for us because it's going to be a lot cheaper buying Vegemite than it is buying Marmite.
I don't even know where we could buy Marmite here.
Yeah, I know. I bet it would cost an absolute fortune to do it.
Yeah.
No, they do. I mean, they have Vegemite at home, so we're probably, we might well be preaching here to a bunch of people who have tried Vegemite before,
Yeah.
but
But then why are you listening to this?
not they gave up.
But yeah, I mean, I'm actually pleasantly surprised.
That worked quite well.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, I'm glad about this.
yeah, so am I. I mean, obviously,
I'll save the rest of my toaster after we finish doing this.
there's the overarching winner, for me, it's still Marmite, and
Yeah.
it probably always will be Marmite. But that might be because, I'm a Brit.
I think it's because it's better, to be honest.
And it is, but I don't feel like Aussies will admit to
I've got
Marmite
to
being
say,
better.
I'm slightly uncomfortable here because we're recording this on a bed and we currently have toast on a bed. And I don't know about you, but that freaks me out. Yeah,
I mean, I've got my setup where, like, my laptop case is underneath my plate, and then my plate is on a pillow, so...
No, this is giving me major anxiety. This is toast and biscuits in bed is like if you order a lot of drinks and they give you a tray. Same level of anxiety.
I mean, I don't really get that level of anxiety about drinks
Do you
on a
not?
tray.
Oh, I can't do trays. Trays freak me out.
Really?
Yeah, I remember on our first date, we went for coffee and they gave a tray and I was just like, oh, crap. Like, oh my God, if there's like one time I would definitely not want a tray, it is right now. And I had to play it cool.
It was okay, though.
I didn't spill
You
anything.
didn't spill anything.
What you didn't see was my hands shaking. My heart rate increase.
I mean, I can't see that.
The sweat.
You weren't sweating.
You don't know that.
I didn't see any sweat.
Well, they've been very good at hiding it.
That's impressive if so. But anyway, if you have tried Vegemite or Marmite,
Let us know what you
or
think.
both, let us know which one you prefer, because I'm intrigued now. Obviously, if you're like Aussie, you're probably going to be team veggie. And if you're a Brit, you're probably going to be team Marmite.
And also, if you like this content, probably you'd prefer it if it was about 10 minutes shorter, because we've gone into extreme detail. But if you like this content, tell us, and we'll see if we can find any other sort of
Like
Aussie substitute
Yeah,
foods.
like Tim Tam
Yep.
versus
Not
Penguin.
that you can eat Tim Tams.
No, I mean, obviously, yeah, I have a peanut allergy, and on Tim Tams it says it's not suitable for peanut allergy sufferers, which I think is a bit rude.
Yeah.
So automatically Penguin gets my vote. But I'd be interested to hear what you think.
Yeah. I mean, over here, it seems like things are less good for peanut allergy sufferers because even dairy
I can't
milk.
have dairy milk here.
Yeah, Cadbury's is off limits, which is quite sad.
But Kit Kats are way, way cooler here.
Yeah, I think we said that last time.
Yeah.
Also, of note, for anyone who is a Cadbury fan, the Cadbury Dream is still a thing over here. And that got discontinued in the UK a while ago, I think.
You're really happy about that, aren't you?
I love Dreams. Dreams are great.
I actually don't think I ever had one.
Oh, I'd buy you some, but you're not allowed to eat it here, so...
It kind of sucks. I don't know why. Please let me just have the chocolate. Okay? It's like our situation at the restaurant the other day. I'm just...
Well, that was pretty awful. I mean, in this day and age, if you have an allergy and you go to a restaurant, you expect, unless you're allergic to everything,
Yeah.
you expect to be able to sort of, eat most of the menu.
Yeah.
And
Okay, let's backtrack. So basically, we went out for dinner, or we attempted to go out for dinner the other day, and we went to a steakhouse. I'm not going to name the steakhouse. We're not going to name names, but we went out to a steakhouse. And, you normally think a steakhouse with a peanut allergy shouldn't be a problem.
Drinks.
And obviously, every time I make a booking, I always tell people just to give them a heads up. And 9 times out of 10, they're like, absolutely fine, not a problem at all. Bearing in mind, we have been to cafes for brunch and lunch where they have physically had peanuts and peanut butter and all of that around. And they're like, not a problem at all. We'll clear the stations and all of that. And it's never an issue. We went to the steakhouse, right? And the guy was like, yeah, really sorry, but you can't have any of the starters. You can't have any of the puddings. And I was like, oh.
So the alternatives were, well, it was phrased as sort of like a salad.
Yeah.
And the pudding, which we never got to see, but it was phrased as a fruit salad.
Yep.
So the starter, I had a great halloumi thing. It was delicious. But this starter that you had was just...
It was awful.
It was rocket.
It was literally, they got a plate and they just chucked a big lump of rocket, some of the shredded beetroot that you get in a salad bag,
And a couple of chunks of mandarin.
and a couple of chunks of mandarin and called it a salad. And probably would have charged us $10 or more for it.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit miffed off.
Because you feel like a bit of an idiot
Yeah.
eating that.
Yeah.
And you're paying for food and you've come to a restaurant to enjoy your evening and you have to eat like a rabbit.
Yeah, literally. But okay, obviously you're a bit miffed off, as you would be.
But you think there's a steak coming.
There's a steak coming.
Things could get better.
I mean, obviously, if you're vegetarian or vegan, then you're probably not like woo steak, understandably. But every now and then, I don't eat excessive amounts of red meat, but every now and then, I do like a steak.
Yep.
And chips.
Yep.
The chips being the viable part here. So, main courses come around. They haven't cleared our plates yet.
And
From
it
the
was
starters.
very awkward because they were stood there with... So they had a steak and some chips and we ordered a salad on the side as well. And they were kind of stood there and in the other hand, they had just a steak on a plate. And I was thinking, okay, well, why are you standing there awkwardly? Just kind of take them away from it and clear the table. But then I was also thinking, I really hope that there's going to be another portion of chips coming or this is just going to be a little bit silly. And they came back and your main course was just a lump of meat on a plate.
Yeah.
That was it. There was nothing else.
There was
and it looked
nothing
so stupid.
else.
And they couldn't even sort of give it the special base thing. It was just olive oil and that's it.
Like, what the heck did they baste it in? I mean, look, the difference in look between yours and mine.
Mine was nice and glossy.
It was worlds apart. It was worlds apart. And then we were like, oh, there's no chips. And the lady was like, no, sorry. Were you not made aware that it wasn't going to come with chips? Like, no, sorry, love. Otherwise, we wouldn't be sat here because I wouldn't just eat a lump of meat.
We have now entered the rant zone.
It just makes me so
So to cut a long story short, it was all very sort of badly handled. And in the end, a guy came by and you went off to the toilet
I had to go and have a cry.
because it was just really awkward and ruined the evening, really.
Yeah.
And then the guy came off and said, "Oh, your bill's been cleared. It's fine." And I was like, "Cool, thank you." Then we left. So we're trying again tonight. We're trying a different steakhouse.
Yeah, which I'm really excited. And we actually called them up as well. And they said it's absolutely no problem. See? In a steakhouse, it shouldn't really be a problem.
I do think it's a bit weird in this day and age, to have that kind of thing for peanuts, especially because it's really easy to not.
And it's a common allergy as well.
It is, yeah. Which led me to believe, the reason they're so uptight about it is that chain has definitely killed someone before.
Yeah, let's not jump to conclusions. They might have had like issues with allergies in the past, but let's not go and jump to conclusions because we don't know.
Okay, we don't know. But they've probably done something quite bad before, and like they're now just not taking any risks at all.
But again, don't quote us on that because we don't know anything.
Yeah, well, it's fine. We're not naming any names,
No,
so
exactly. But yeah. Anyway, do we have anything positive to finish this week on?
Well, I mean, we got a flat and I got a job. That's really positive. Let's go back to that. And also, Vegemite on toast isn't actually as bad as Vegemite smells in a jar. I mean, so that's very positive.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people, when I said that we were trying Vegemite, some people said, oh, it's really, really similar. And other people said it's worlds apart. Now, I don't know what camp I sit in.
Similar but different.
That's really helpful.
It is similar, but it is not Marmite.
No, it is different.
It is a viable substitute, though. We'll give it that.
Yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised, actually. Pleasantly surprised. Do you have anything else you want to share this week?
Not sure. Not really. I haven't really done anything. I mean, at the moment, we can't do anything without each other because we only have one set of key to the Airbnb. So we're joined at the hip.
Yeah.
So everything I've done, you've done. Everything you've done, I've done.
Yeah.
Which has been, great quality time. But you're probably glad you're going out for brunch tomorrow.
I mean, I have to admit, no, like I'm excited to actually start like having a social life here.
Yeah.
Because obviously I love you and I love spending time with you.
Appreciated.
But I think we do, like, in every couple you need friends.
Yeah, well, that'd be really weird otherwise.
It'd be really weird if it was just you. And
that's one of the reasons I'm glad I'm going to start working next week. Get to talk to some people.
Yeah. No, I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm excited.
And they, it sounded like they were mostly. I only heard Australian voices, which is good. So I know people who have done like working holiday stuff, and they ended up sort of just not really talking to too many actual people who live here.
I think
because they're in the backpacker community too much.
Yeah. Whereas, like, I think everyone I've spoken to so far is Australian.
Yeah.
Which is actually really nice because then it actually means we get to talk to someone from here.
Yeah. Someone actually lives around.
Yeah, and just sort of get their take on it.
Yeah. Immerse ourselves in the culture because the culture is so different. Because they go to pubs and they drink beer. Wow. That's really different to back at home.
So different. Mind you, the difference with the pubs is the prices.
Yeah, but the beer prices are just ridiculous.
Note to anyone listening, beer's expensive. Opt for a gin and tonic or a wine.
We said that last time, didn't we?
Yeah. But just to reiterate.
Just our weekly reminder that beer is expensive. Our weekly reminder,
beer is expensive. Go with gin and tonic or wine. You're welcome. But quickly going back to the Aussie foods.
I thought you were back. Okay, yeah, we're back on Aussie food.
Yeah.
Not just Vegemite.
No, but I was going to say, let us know if there's anything. Obviously, like, we're going to try. I say we. James will try Tim Tams. If there's anything else Aussie food related that you think we need to try, let us know.
Kangaroo. I would like to try a kangaroo steak.
Yeah, I would.
Just because, why not?
Oh, also, that question has been asked. Have we seen kangaroos? Kind of. We've seen wallabies.
They might have been kangaroos. They might have been really far away.
Yeah.
Because kangaroos come in all different shapes and sizes, much like humans.
Yes.
Let's not kangaroo shame.
We weren't kangaroos.
So, it was when we came out of the airport, wasn't it? We just saw...
Yeah.
We saw loads of them.
Yeah,
there's
a lot of them over
frolic
here.
in the fields and...
Okay, then. But no, we haven't really seen anything like koalas or emus.
But that's because we're in the city.
We are. When
we're on the road, it'll be a different story.
As always, thank you for listening. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please give us a rate and a review. We really, really appreciate it. I mean, it makes a big difference to us, and it literally takes like 2 minutes.
Tell us if the Vegemite thing went on for too long.
Or did you like the Vegemite section?
Yeah. Go
Let
either
us
way.
know. Yeah, give us some feedback. Make sure you're following us on social media. You can follow me at _just_Emily.
And me at that'sjusticejames_98.
And you can follow this podcast on Instagram and Twitter at isitjustuspod. Yes, the Instagram has been a bit dead recently because we've been
busy.
Crazy busy. But hopefully over the next few weeks it will start to pick up a bit again. But I mean, I would say our Instagrams collectively are a good place to start.
You mean yours?
I mean, you don't post that often.
I was going to post in the next couple of days.
When's the last time you posted, James?
I believe the last time I posted was after my holiday to the Lake District.
How long ago was that?
That was in June, to be fair, so we're only talking 3 months.
Okay. If you want sort of quarterly year updates, go to James. If you want almost daily updates, go to me. And if you want to go for just who knows when updates, go to Is It Just Us? And make sure to subscribe if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. And we will catch you guys next week. You're going to finish it off now.
Yeah.
Do you want mine?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
See what I mean about the toast in the bed? I'm like...
You happy? Yeah.